Okay, anyways, my phone wanted to be my phone. Anyways, as I was saying, without my thumb being a piece of welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but no, I just haven't been motivated, and I just totally didn't know what to do. And then I was like, okay, it's about time I've done a live stream, because I haven't done a live stream in for forever, and I just knew I had to. And I finally got my crown that I was gonna use for my YouTube channel, since my name is Ghost Queen, which is so exciting. And it came today, which I feel like is a sign that I'm supposed to be doing the video today. So it's like, I gotta do it. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. And I finally just decided that I was gonna do this today. So, now that I'm here though, I have no idea what I'm gonna say. So don't mind the mumble jumble, because it's what I kind of do. And I know, like I said, that it's been a while, but I'm very, 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 very excited to talk to you guys. I also want to do this live stream so I can hear things from you guys, video recommendations, for sure, for sure. It's been literally forever since I've heard from you guys, and oh my gosh, can't get this crown to look nice on my head. It's very uncomfortable, trust me. This crown does not like my face at all. I think I got it way too small, so it doesn't want to fit. Anyways, so let me think of some exciting things to bring up. Like today, I had decent day at school, and everything's going great that way. Super excited for the Percy Jackson show. I think that I have a good feeling about it. I did get a Disney Plus subscription, so I will definitely be able to do those videos, those reaction to the show when it comes out. I think one of my favorite things about this with the Percy Jackson show is that it's gonna have Rick involved, and I just have so much faith with that. And the trailer that came out recently looked absolutely phenomenal. I could not have been more impressed with the trailer that had just come out. I felt like there was a lot of really good shots that were really great for editing. My edits, they weren't top notch or anything, but they were decently done. And I had to make a quick edit that day because I had to go to work that day. And I had to at least have made an edit that day when the trailer had came out, just to show that I am a big Percy Jackson fan. And it wasn't my best edit or anything, but I had to do it that day just so that I could do it. Hi. Hello. Anyways. And yeah, so I'm kind of glad that I was able to get that out of the way. So, don't really have much more than that to say. Today was like I said, a pretty good day at school because ow, ow, my head. That felt so weird on my head. I think I'm gonna take the crown off until I can figure out how to get it to actually stick on my head. This thing doesn't want to stick on my head. Because either if I go like this, then it's all the way in the back of my head. And it's kind of hard to do with one hand because I'm holding my phone because I don't want to sit in my living room on a chair. We're gonna have to go with this for now. It's very uncomfortable and I can feel it sliding on my freaking face. Anyways. Hello, peoples. Anyways, as I was trying to explain before, my dumb crown was like, you know what, I'm gonna just peace out. No, it was really great. Sorry. I asked somebody to go with me to homecoming, and they said yes. And it was great. I couldn't even spill the freaking words out of my mouth. I looked so stupid. I was like, my friend basically had to say it for me. I'm not proud of it. I get way too nervous in these sorts of things. And normally I don't like go to things like homecoming and stuff. My friend's talking about it right now. She's like, he definitely likes you back. She's like, it was so obvious. Bruh, it's so funny. She loves me. She loves me. Sorry, I'm texting my friend back because she thinks this is a perfect time to do this. Anyways, I told her to go on the live stream because um I don't want her to mess me up and lose my drift, man. I was going so smooth into actually talking for like a few minutes. And then she has the audacity to like come over here and be like texting me, and I have to stop talking. And it just ruined the smoothness of the stream, broski. No, but other than that, like honestly, my day was mid. I mean, it wasn't anything special. What else? What else? Oh my gosh, you guys might have seen my newer videos, but I got my new cat Plag, and I love Plag so much. Plag is my baby, and any of y'all come after Plag, I'm gonna come after you. I'm just kidding. No, don't worry. I would never do that. But I love Plag. I think they're all females, but she's so adorable, and I love Plaggy Plag. But anyways, let me write down some comments so I can type in the chat. And why isn't it letting? Yes, Plag is adorbs. I literally love a Plag so much. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh my gosh. So I was thinking that like with the upcoming Percy Jackson show, one thing that they like definitely could do is like in like I don't know if you guys have read like the short stories with Percy, Nico, and Thalia, and like the stuff with Beckendorf. But I was thinking that maybe there's two different ways that they could bring those into the show. One, I was thinking that they could just like make a small season with them between season 4 and season. Anyways, and I was thinking that they could have the short story in between season 4 and 5, or they could just bring it in like in season 4, like have it after, like even after that is like another episode, but I feel like that wouldn't work. Like I definitely feel like they should do season 4 and then have, I think the show should actually be 6 seasons, like the 5 and the short stories, just because I feel like the short stories would bring a lot to the table and would definitely lengthen people's attention span, and I think it would be a really important thing to add for a lot of the Percy Jackson fans who have literally been waiting forever for this show to come out. Like I'm literally dying to see that come out. Bruh, I need to take this crown off. It's bothering me. But honestly, it was just something I had, and I thought for like the Heroes of Olympus show, I was thinking like, I don't think they should make an adaptation of Heroes of Olympus. Before all y'alls are like, why? Heroes of Olympus is so amazing. It is amazing, but it takes like them maybe over a year at most for the story to end, and for filming all of that would take at least 5 years, and there would be too much change in the there'd be too much change in between the two different, it would be too noticeable, because say the actors were like 16 in season 1, or when the Lost Hero takes place, they would change way too much, in this time period. And not to mention, knowing the way that people want this to work, they would want Walker and Leah to play as Percy and Annabeth, but this wouldn't work because by the time Walker and Leah would be doing this, they'd already be way too old, and all of the actors would be as well. So I don't think that Heroes of Olympus is something that could actually fit on screen, which is why I think that they would have to do Heroes of Olympus into a um into uh animated version, just because voice actors, it's not as noticeable. Like, they sound the same throughout the show, and this would definitely be something that they would need in the Heroes of Olympus timeline. And I don't think fans would be mad with this at all. And I've always wanted the characters to look like the way they are, and I think that this is something that is kind of needed if you're looking at those sort of things. So definitely, I'm Team Heroes of Olympus if it works in the right way, because I feel like doing it the way they are with this just doesn't work. Oh my gosh, that is literally the best birthday present. To get them out on your birthday, bruh, I'd be crying, bruh. I am going to be doing live streams when I watch these episodes for the first time. Obviously, I'm gonna probably get some help with Danny to figure out how you live stream this so that I don't mess this up. But I am going to be reacting to these for the first time on my channel. So, if you don't have a Disney Plus subscription, or if you want to just enjoy it with me because you've already seen the episodes or whatever, then I would suggest watching those videos with me. I don't know how they're doing the show. Um I don't know if it's like an episode comes out a week, or if it's like the whole show comes out at one point, like at on the same day. Because, like with Stranger Things, for instance, they had episodes 1 through 7 come out, and then they had 8 and 9 come out. And I think might be wrong. I think they might be doing something along the same lines with Percy Jackson, which I really hope is not true, because kinda need to see it all at once. I'm gonna be freaking out, buddy. I love this show so much, and I literally can't wait for it to come out. It's literally a dream of mine to watch this. And it feels weird because, like, thinking about watching these episodes so, like, maybe not like super soon from now, but this year just seems not even possible, because there's only like 3 full months that we have to wait. Because in December, that's when Percy Jackson comes out, so it's like we don't even have to wait the whole month of December. Like, pretty much all of it, but it's not like it's on like the 31st or something. November and October are full months, and we're in the beginning of September, so it's not that long. We're in the second half of the year. And oh my gosh, when I saw the release date, I think I had like I was like so excited. I think my eyes were even watery. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was so hyped. I was at school though, and I saw the thing at lunch. I booked it to the hall where I could watch this trailer for the first time, and I was just getting really excited. I mean, it's different than what I imagined. I think that's the one thing that like makes me mistrust it. But I definitely think as I'm watching the show for the first time, I'm gonna be like, where were my doubts? The show is absolutely on point. Like, I know this show's gonna do well, despite how I'm feeling right now, and I just have so much faith in like all of the cast. And I think the person that I definitely believe in the most is Walker, because I've seen him in the most projects before, and his acting was like top notch. His acting was just how you would imagine Percy. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be like the movies, because of so many reasons. Like we've seen the trailer, we've seen Rick, how much faith he has in it, and we all know that he hates the movies. So I think having him involved is the key, because there were things like in the Harry Potter movies, for instance, like that were meh. And J.K. Rowling wasn't a big part, didn't take a big part in that, and it kind of showed in that as well. And I think that this shows with Rick being involved, it's going to be perfectly executed. And like like Percy Jackson, Harry and oh my gosh, some random number is calling me. How fun. Anyways, so I do have like a lot of faith in the show. I think my only problem with it, oh my gosh, hi buddies. I think the only problem with it looked the way that they initially did in the books, but I think I can look past that and just accept it for as it is, because there's like no way that it's gonna go as smoothly as it did before. There's no way that we're gonna get it to be exact replica of the books, and I think that that's okay, and I think it's okay to have some changes. And honestly, some changes are for the better. I've learned to just accept fate as the way it's going to be taken, because I think that just having that is just great. And I honestly just have high hopes for the show, and so many of the other shows I've been watching, like they all start out amazingly, but then they just go to trash because the company they want is money. I think when we started off with like these Disney live action remakes, they were pretty good. Like I'm not gonna lie, they were pretty decently done, especially for turning a cartoon into a real life version of it, and still have encasing the magic as well as they did was absolutely like a phenomenal job. I'm not gonna lie. So I always loved the live actions when they had come out, but like since more came out, I think that they're just not as good, and they're just doing it for the money. I think it was like good when they did Beauty and the Beast and the Jungle Book, and I haven't seen Pete's Dragon, so I don't have an opinion on that one. I haven't seen either version of Pete's Dragon. Or like when they did Aladdin, that one was pretty good as well. I mean, there were some things that people wouldn't agree with, but I do think that it was pretty good myself. But then they started doing some more live actions like Mulan and Little Mermaid and just a few others, and they just didn't turn out well. And like with this Lilo and Stitch live action, they're making Naughty white, and I think that that is pretty harsh. Yeah, honestly. But I do think I do have a lot of potential. Like I think Disney could make these work if they just like if they stuck to it and didn't if they maybe they didn't do a live action of the movie itself, but like a spin-off movie. Like with Aladdin, they could have done something more on Jasmine or something that wasn't the actual timeline, but in the same story. Just not that part of the story. Maybe after Aladdin takes place, or before Aladdin takes place, or about Jafar, or some origins or something. I think doing an exact replica is what makes people not like the live actions. They want to see something new that we haven't seen before. New characters and new things. And that's why I think that they should be going to more cartoon animation, because people always have been in love with the animation. I know people didn't take Elemental well, but a friend of mine loves the movie. So I think with a lot of these Disney movies, there've always been a hit or miss for people. Like whether they're good or not, they're hit or miss for a general amount, and that's how everybody takes it. Personally, me and my friends, we don't like Encanto or Encanto or whatever you want to call it. We just personally don't like that movie. I tried to watch it and I couldn't. It was so boring to me. I couldn't get into it. My Mexican friend doesn't like it because she feels like it doesn't actually like line up with the culture, and my friend Jadlyn just thought the movie was retarded. Like it's plain just bad. There's a difference between not liking a movie and it being complete trash. I think it's one of those movies that are just overrated because of one song, and let me be honest, We Don't Talk About Bruno sucks. It is like the worst Disney song I've ever heard. Besides the songs in Snow White because they're like 100 years old. Not quite, but they're like at the 90-year mark. But I think it's infuriating that everybody loves that song. Yeah, I would love a live an animated Percy Jackson show, but everyone thinks that live action is the answer to everything, and no, it is not. There's other ways to go about it. But everyone's like, no, everyone's gonna love this live action book adaptation, and it's like, we've seen this only 100 million times. I want to see an animated version of something. When my book comes out and they say, do you want to make this into an adaptation? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say, turn it into an animated adaptation because I know that's what people want. They want to see something new, something different. They don't want to see the same thing over and over and over and over again. And I think that that's what I want to do. I think that it would be good for me because I could have the characters exactly as I had always imagined them as the author too. And like I do see like wanting to see your characters come to life. But at the same time, I really feel like having an animated show can bring that in ways that a live action show couldn't do that. And I've always wanted to see at least one of the show, I mean, one of the book series that I read be an animated version. And I know of a lot of them that could do this. I don't know if you guys have read Caraval, but it's an amazing book series, and it's only 3 books long, but it is like a total plot twist. That is the only thing I need to say. It changes like you never know what to expect. And I think that it would not suit live action. Never make it into a live action. But an animated version would be a phenomenal thing to do. I think especially if they made each episode like 40 or 50 minutes long and there's like 8 of them. It's like live action shows. But they're like long and it's like animated. Like that would be so fun to see. And like total high quality because that's how I am. At least the quality of Miraculous Ladybug. If you guys have seen that show, I love it to pieces. I'm literally so excited for season 6. Season 5 just was being done. And I cannot wait for season 6. Anyways, no, but it's like I think they need to do animated versions, and everyone's like, yeah, that would be so adorable. That would be awesome. That would be sick. And then the writers are like, who cares what the fans think? I want to see the same thing I've seen only 100 times. And they go with the live action version. And it just never works. And then people get mad because of casting, because of the props, because of their hair color, because of their eye color, because of the sets. They don't look realistic enough. But it's just not gonna happen if it's an animated version, and I should be in the writing or I think I need to be in the movie industry. I'm just saying. Okay, that is fair. Miraculous does get repetitive a little bit, but hear me out. That ending to season 5 was so damn sick. I was literally getting so excited. Are you gonna do any more sequel of Healing in the Dark? So I am. I just haven't gotten to it, and I will. And I'm definitely gonna be doing more of Dark Demigods because someone can't break a promise. I'm not super hyped for it, and I don't remember anything that happened, so I'm going to have to go through that again. Oh my gosh, Luca! I love Luca so much. Luca was one of my favorites as well. And then they literally was like, you know what? I'm gonna just take him out because everyone loves him. There was a minute for some ridiculous reason that I wanted to ship him with Marinette, but I was like, you know what? I love Adrien and Marinette together so much that I'm not gonna let Luca do that. Luca, I kind of wanted him for myself. I'm not gonna lie right now. No, but another character that I loved a lot, or loved the way that they appeared on screen, was that one character, and he was one of the people that writes comic books, and he looks exactly like Nico D'Angelo, and you can't tell me that I'm wrong. I was like, is that Nico? Did they think they could just sneak him in there and I wouldn't notice? But yeah, I literally started binge watching that show one day, and I was like, because I kept seeing these edits of it on TikTok, and I'm like, bruh, this is some dumb animated show. Who cares? And then I saw this one edit. Well, there was this one edit, kind of. Well, I wasn't really like, who cares? But now I'm thinking about it, I know I hated that show at some point in my lifetime. But it was like I saw this one edit, and I loved it so much, and I had never like watched a full episode. I was like, bruh, that edit right there is going to make me watch it. So I did. And I fell in love with the show again. I mean, I fell in love with another show, even though I thought, that's exactly what I did with Percy Jackson. I was like, this can't be, nothing is better than Harry Potter. Like, I wasn't obsessed with Harry Potter. All that would come out of my mouth was like, Harry Potter, Harry Potter, Harry Potter this, Harry Potter that, ooh, Harry Potter then, you know. Yes, I did name my cat after Plagg. I'm so glad you noticed. Plagg is awesome. He is one of my favorite characters, after Adrien and Marinette, or Cat Noir and Ladybug, of course. But Plagg has that sass, that attitude, that love for cheese. I literally love cheese so much. Cheese. Anyways, and I just felt like Plagg was just a dream. Kind of reminds me of my friend Jablin. So obviously, I love Plagg to pieces, and if I could have any of the miraculous, I would want the cat the cat of the bright, the cat of the black miraculous over any of them, because it's literally so awesome. And then, and I don't know. I just felt like it was not what I was expecting it to be. I didn't really know what the show was going to be about. I didn't expect a lot of it to be about Adrien and Marinette, like of their relationship and things like that. How have you never read Harry Potter? It is the dream. It's literally like I could talk about Harry Potter all day. To this day, I still can. Like, I still love Percy Jackson too. Like, I feel like I know more about Harry Potter, but I love Percy Jackson maybe just a little more. I love the vibe that Percy Jackson comes out, but I feel like Harry Potter makes more sense to me. Like, I can understand the way that the world works, and just the characters and things like that. I feel like with Percy Jackson, the mythology and stuff confuses me way too much, and so I could never ever like know more about it than Harry Potter. And I've just known Harry Potter since I was like 9, and I didn't know about Percy Jackson until I was like 14. So I had been obsessed with Harry Potter for a lot longer than Percy Jackson. And if you look to my oldest videos, like if you go all the way to the bottom of my videos, you'll learn that I didn't make Percy Jackson videos at first. It was like the cringe. I don't even want to talk about the videos I made at first, but then I made a few Harry Potter videos here and then I remember I made my first Percy Jackson video. I was just like, Percy Jackson Day, you know? And then I noticed how many more likes it got than all my other videos, and I was like, okay, I love these likes. I'm gonna do more. So I did kind of at first do it for the attention that it got me. And then I just started to love Percy Jackson with a passion. And then I started to really love it. And yes, true, it is the internet and we can all be cringe at times. I mean, I don't really expect anything different. I just wish I wouldn't have been as cringy as I was, especially since anyone could go to any of my videos at any time and use it against me at school. They're like, hey, will you do this? No, not math. I can't do math. Hey, can you do this language arts assignment? I go, no, and they could just be like, oh, I guess I'm just gonna have to expose you then. Like, I don't want that to happen to me. I don't want to be exposed for my love of my YouTube channel, bruh. Ugh. Or what if someone uses my love for Leo Valdez against someone I might date in the future? Bruh, you realize how bad that would be? we're just something. That would just be not my favorite. But I don't even want to. I don't want people to use my YouTube channel against me. It's supposed to be something that I can brag about. And trust me, sometimes I do it a little bit. Yes, I do it. And I know it's not a good thing, but I can't help it. I literally am like, Daddy, I have more subscribers than you. I like rub it in his face. He does not like it. I don't blame him. I probably shouldn't do that, but I just love to rub it in, especially when he makes me mad. Or maybe I should. One less person to deal with. That would be nice. This world is out of control. I'm trying to think of what to say. I'm literally like just chilling in my bed, which I got this like little Camp Half Blood pillow I got like over a year ago. It's on my bed because I'm doing a Camp Cabin 3 theme. My blankets are like blue, and I have some blue pillows, and the gold bed frame. It does look nice with it. Don't mind me. I'm just a little bit sick. I got sick like last week, and I still have a cough. So if you hear me go, then you'll know why. And oh my gosh, the light is shining right in my eyeball, and I get headaches like that easy. I'm trying to think. What else should I bring up? Should I bring up a funny story? Okay, I'll bring one up. Okay, so one time, I was just somewhere, and this kid was like, "Can I have your Snap?" And they were like, and I was like, I just looked at him for a second, and I was like, no, because I don't give random people my Snap. That's just weird. You can't trust anyone these days. And he's like, I'm 14. And I was like, bruh. I said how old I was. I'm not gonna say because I don't like saying how old I am. And then they were like, they're like, and you're that tall? And I was like, yeah. And then this other guy was like, I like your shoes because I bought some Jordans because I want people to be like, I like your shoes. So it actually has been working. Not gonna lie, I do like a little bit of attention, but in the nice ways. Because I know it's not good to want attention, but like I don't know. Anyways, I just had to. I was like, anyways, and they're like, how much were they? And I was like, they were over 100. Just giving them the price of my shoes because people need to have some Jordans in the world, And he's like, I'll take them for the other kid was like, I'll take them for $1. And I was like, bruh, in my head, I'm like, I know it's a joke, but this is not a funny joke. And then and then he's like, I'll take it for, no, he said two, and then he said like $1 or something. I don't know. It's cringe. Some kids though, they drive me crazy. And then like 5 minutes later, they asked my friend for their stuff, and I was like, bruh, stop getting so desperate. Do, just ask one person your age that you know, and not me because I don't like being asked. Ugh, no, unless it's by the person I like, of course. Which, let's be honest, that never happened. If I'm being completely honest, that never happens. But that's fine because I'm just too good for them all. That's what I say. I mean, I'm not being actually serious. Whenever I'm going to teach you guys something, okay? And I want you all to take my advice. If you're single or have always been single, and someone tells you, makes fun of you, or tries to use it against you, you look at them dead in the eye. Like this. You just look at them, and you're like, you go, okay? You go like this. That might be true, but maybe that's just because I'm good for everybody else, and they all know it. You don't just take that. You do not take the fact that people think they are better than you, or that you're not good enough just because you've never dated or been with anybody before, or whatever. And you don't just take that. I've learned that over the years. You can't just take people's crap because you don't know what to say. You have to come up with these lines over time. And that is my line, and I'm giving you permission to use it against other people. I do not want my subscribers treated like that, one. Bruh, for real. I think it's funny, and just like how people think that like I'm gonna just say yes automatically. Like at first, like if I reject somebody, it's either for two reasons. One, and the most obvious reason, is I don't like them. Two, I just get so panicky that I automatically just go no. And I know it comes out so mean, and I kind of feel bad, but like, don't ask me unless I actually know you, or maybe if I'm a little bit more practiced, maybe. And I kind of feel bad because I know that rejection hurts bad, but like I can't help it, you know. I think I've gotten better at it though, because more people over time have obviously, asked me these kind of questions, and I'm just like, sorry. Like one time, and I've told this story on here before, I was like, sorry, I'm already dating someone, even though I'm not. I've never dated anyone before. I just said that so that they would leave me alone. That's all you have to say, because it's none of their business. And all these people that ask me this are always younger than me, and it makes me so mad. I just want somebody that I know, that's my age, that's chill and not creepy or disgusting to be like, you know. I just want somebody that I know is good for me. And obviously, that's what I've been doing. Oh my gosh. Get that skeleton away from you. He does not need to steal your happy meal. My voice, I can tell it's like changing. You guys are probably like, are you okay? Like, what is wrong with your voice? Bruh, have you ever like had that one teacher where they're just like so mean and so Karen like that you're like, can I call, like, you just want to call them Karen because they're such a Karen. Yeah, I have some teachers that are, well, just one teacher in particular that's like this. But all the other teachers, I mean, I don't really have a problem with them. Oh wait, except for this one teacher, he creeps me out, man. But other than that, like the teachers at my school, I mean, there used to be some teachers, but that was more middle school. There was this one teacher that I had. I think it who was it last year? I don't know, but she moved out of our school, so I don't have her anymore. And I switched out of her class the next semester because I didn't want her. So I'm all like, I will not have a teacher. Like, I refuse to be taught by certain teachers if I don't like them, or they can't teach me, or they don't respect me, or like stuff like that. Sometimes I'll like make sure as soon as that semester's over and I have them again, I go straight to the counselor and I'm like, hey, can I switch? And they're like, yeah, they changed the schedule for me, and it's like, phew, I do not want them again. Especially where it's like an everyday class. That is the absolute worst. And it's like, especially if they can't teach you and you already struggle in that one subject, and you're like, now what do I do? I don't know. There's always just that one teacher. Like, you can have like, you think, oh my gosh, this schedule is so nice. And then you're like, bruh, you meet this one teacher for the first time, and you're like, you ruined my perfect schedule. And yes, school's overrated. School sucks. School is useless. And also, why do we have all these unnecessary things we learn in math? I'm sorry, but I'm going to ask you all, and I want you to agree with me. Even if you don't, then obviously give me your reasons back in the comments. But I think that it's like so stupid that we learn like what X and Y is, but like not all the jobs in the world need this. Only a few. So like, and why don't they just teach them that when they're going to training, or when they go to college for that job? Because obviously school believes that you need to go to college right after, and you don't, because college is just wasting so much money. I mean, I don't know. It depends on the job, obviously. For like my job, okay, I want to be an author, as some of you guys could probably tell. And I don't think I need to know what x equals to write a sentence. Okay, what? I am gonna need science to make a realistic story, like to have the injuries realistic, and like I'm fine with learning science. Science is chill. It's not my worst subject. Language arts, clearly gonna need that. Clearly, I do take a language arts seriously until it's an essay and I get really annoyed. And then, theater, I do have theater because I also really want to be an actor. So I do take theater pretty seriously. But I am not in the acting side of theater this year. I'm doing the technical side of theater this year. And I'm just doing the lighting because I thought it would be fun to try. So you should definitely look for that. Bro, I don't have art until next semester, and I'm like, bro, I haven't heard good things because all they do is realism, and I suck at realism. I barely can draw at all, let alone realism, which is so boring. I want to do cartoon animation, but no, realism it is. Like, that's so lame. I want to do something creative. Isn't that the point of art, is to be cool, not lame? Like, I think another thing that I don't like about school is like they get a lot of money. Like, I'm not gonna lie here. I'm pretty sure schools get a lot of money from all of the for class fees and all the different like games they have and concessions and stuff like at the games. And so the thing that I will never understand is, why do we have crappy lunch if we get all this money? Like, I know that has to go to other things too, but isn't the lunch pretty important? Like, I feel like a lot of kids get food poisoning from the food at school more than they do anywhere else. And it's like, do they just not care? Like, Come on now. Come on now. I feel like they should do a little bit higher quality school lunches for the students' sake, so that they're excited, so that they're happy with their lunch. It's like, I think that it's funny because, like, it's always like at the beginning of the school year, the food is decently good, you know? And then it's like, once it gets to like December, the food starts to just again, and it drives me nuts. Yeah, that is fair to eat school lunch from home. Like I was doing that at the beginning of the year. Then I just get too lazy to pack it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just eat some school food. I don't care. I don't care enough. I just kind of want food, and I don't care. I mean, I do care, obviously. I'm ranting, but like, I get over it. And some things I don't trust that the school has. Like, you should see the mushrooms that they have at our school. Like, I judge me all you want. I love mushrooms, but not the ones that the school gives us. They look like they could be the insides of a cat or something. I'm not even joking. They look soppy. It looks like a cat just threw it up, and I'm like, bruh, I do not want to eat that. So I don't get the mushrooms. They do sometimes have some really, really good strawberries though, and also like watermelon. Their watermelon's pretty decent. I mean, the ones at my work are way better because I work at a grocery store. But for school food, decently good. Like the fruit we have is pretty decent. Everything else is just total crap. And I think it's just really funny. I'm tired. I didn't go to bed. I don't even know what time I went to sleep last night. I think it was pretty late. Mm, mm, trying to think. I'm so tired. Uh, um, no, but like, it's just so insane. I don't know. There's some interesting people at my school. Yes, flip them skeletons. I love skeletons so much. My phone case has skeletons on it because I love them so much. Uh, so, questions. Questions or things I should say. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so we were playing Jenga in class today because like our counselor comes in every so often and does like these activities. And so was in our math class, which is fine with me because I hate math. And and so like basically there was like, yeah, I am tired. But but there's like this Jenga board, and like basically what you do is you have the it's like normal Jenga, but one student will come up, and like obviously we started off with one person, and they came up, and they would take one out, and it would have like a sticker on it, like a mark on it of some kind, and they would tell her what color it is, and she would ask them a certain question based on the color. I'm not sure how that worked, but we would like do that, and everyone would keep going up and keep going up, and and eventually the person who like had knocked it down had came up. You know, she's a very sweet person. I don't blame her at all. She's very, 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 very sweet. I love her. Anyways, and she got a reward, and I was like, why didn't I just tip it down? I could have got it myself. I was like, bruh, why does this always happen to me? I could have knocked it down. I almost knocked it down like 5 times. I mean, we would have had more time to do math though, and I hate math so much. I hate math, especially since I can't do it at all. Yeah, that's my third yawn in 5 minutes. Not my record though. I remember last year I had study hall, and all I would do in that class is sleep. I'd sit down there, she'd take roll, and I'd go to sleep. Because that class was so boring, and I had nothing else I had to do. Bro, that class she teaches mythology. You know what they get to do in her class? They get to read Percy Jackson, and I'm like, bruh, I'd be in that class. I would ace that whole class just because we have to read Percy Jackson. Especially since I've read all of the books, except for Sun and the Star. I haven't read that one yet. But I've read all of the other... Actually, I haven't finished Sun and Neptune because I don't want to read No, wait. The Lost Hero. I skipped that book. Yeah, I want to read... They should just have a class called Percy Jackson, and I would ace it. If all my classes were just things about Percy Jackson, I would ace it. Or if I had a class about Percy Jackson, Harry Potter, just like a class where I write my book, maybe a class where I rant about things, or where I talk about my crush, because I can do that for hours, because I always do that. And I have a lot of crushes. Like, I have like a million crushes at the same time, and I just rant about them. And people are like, bruh, can you just shut up? Like, they're like, we don't even care. Just be quiet. And I'm just like, sorry, Bresky, I can't help it. There's so much eyeliner and mascara in my eyeball, and it hurts like so much. I just don't want it in my eye. Oh, I'm so tired though. But I don't have anything to do, and I can't sleep in the middle of the day, and I hate it. Let's see. Oh my gosh. I've been reading this new book series. It's a spin-off to Caraval, and it's pretty good. There's only 2 books in this series, but this is the second book. It's called The Ballad of Never After. And it's pretty good. I don't know if you guys should read it though. I feel like it's a lot more adult-like than I thought it was gonna be. It's not like they full get on in it, but I don't know. If you wanna see what the first one's about, let me explain by reading I can't explain what books are about. The first one is pretty good. I think I like the first one maybe more. Actually, no, probably the second one. What am I talking about? It's called Once Upon a Broken Heart, and I love the title of this book so much more. It's what it's so good. And then, if you go to right here, or right here, it says, for anyone who has ever made a bad decision with a broken heart. That line I love so much because I relate to it in ways. Anyways, here we go. And I'm like almost done with the second one. I am so close to finishing it. I have less than 100 pages left. And I read like all those pages in like one day. I read like 300 pages and I stayed up till like 3 in the morning. And probably not a very good idea, but I couldn't help it. I'm like on the 330s, I think. I kind of lost my spot. But I don't know if I did that in a minute when I'm done with the stream. So I can finish it because I have some other books I need to figure out. I need to find new books to read. Yeah, I kind of have an addiction to reading. An unhealthy amount, though. I need to stop reading so much and do my homework. There's like bile stuck in my throat. It's nasty. But been an enjoyable-ish time. Reading these books, I'm kind of zoning out a bit. Playing and ruffling the pages of my book. Alrighty, I'll see you later. I probably should head out too. I don't really have much more to say anyways. Anyways, y'all, I better get going. It's been great streaming with you guys. I shall have some videos coming up soon. Also, that video me and Danny did like a few months ago, I'll upload it. Just having some difficulty issues. So if you would like to see that video, please wait for that video. It's gonna be really, really fun. I'll try and talk to Danny. We're gonna be doing some more videos again, so I would look out for those. Me and Danny, we collab regularly. It's kind of our thing. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, concerns, or video recommendations, I would highly recommend. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Bye.